Hello, my beautiful people. This is Anna Sharif again. Hello, me beautiful Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters. Then, so as I said previously, I'm gonna share my story, what I witnessed, the event leading to January 6th in the war in Sierra Leone when the rebels finally took hold of the eastern part of Freetown when they went in there. And the reason why I decided to do this because we have buried what we witnessed inside us. We have left it there because, like I said in the other video, the resilience mentality that we have, Africans, it's so easy for us to forget. It's not like we forgot or we forget, but we take it, whatever horror, whatever trauma that we've gone through, we hide it in us. It's buried inside somewhere. And it was unleashed by the event of the Makeni, the event that is going on in Makeni right now. So the reason why I decided for talk now, because of, like I mentioned inside my previous video, the event where they happened at Makeni, So me Makeni brother and sister, we know they tell nobody say they no support without the one for support. Each and every one of us have who we support in our lives. Politics, friends, whoever. However, I pray that when they support somebody, we use wisdom. Lord use with God-given sense we give for Lord, we're able to read between lines, good and bad. Support somebody wisely. Support somebody and ask God to give you the wisdom. For go and demonstrate with cutlass now in the hand, stick, and they prevent government officials then for enter and do them job. I will continue for say this again. The war will don't come up, that civil war will go in Sierra Leone. If we not take them now, they end up to tribal war. What I'm saying is, Sierra Leone went through a civil war for 10 to 11 years. It ended in January 99. It didn't even end in January. It ended in 1999. Maybe went through the whole of 2002 with the peace process and everything. However, I'm here today to share what I witnessed, not what I read. I don't think what happened in the eastern part of Freetown, anybody has written about it. There are no scholarly report on it. Because why? There were no reporters among us. There were no politicians among us. There were no Kamajo among us. Nor were there any Ekomog. After the rebels took hold of the eastern part of Freetown, we were all under siege. We were abandoned. We were neglected. We were left to fight for ourselves, to fend for ourselves, my beautiful people. So, those, my brothers and sisters who are in the Makeni area, who have those machete, it just brought the horrible memories in my mind. It just awoken what I've hid inside me, what we witnessed for maybe 2 to 3 weeks before January 6th event. I've done part 1. This is going to be part 2. So, one day, the rebels came. They were already among us all day, but sometimes they will leave, go to wherever they'll mobilize themselves and decide what they want to do with us that day. So they came. One of our neighbors was pregnant. They started debating that they have never slept with a pregnant woman before. So they both raped the lady in front of her husband and children. After doing that, The next thing was, oh, she's going to have a boy. She's going to have a girl. What horror. They wanted to open that woman's stomach to see what she was going to have in front of the husband and kids again. Neighbors. The thought of it alone brings chill to my spine. You know, what they say is, one day when they come out with neighborhood, then be there already, but they can go mobilize themselves and then come back. That day, now then two rebels then. We never be get Bele, and then say, they no one day sleep with Bella woman. You know, now then rape the woman right in front of a man and picking them. It's not Kalbato at the town so. Now then begin debate say, the woman, na boy picking again, the other one say na girl picking, the one open the woman in Bele. We don't even get no specialization for do so. God only helped that woman because the man immediately began to plead for his wife. What horror. So, my Makeni brothers and sisters, please. Una go hit bank cutlass then the una. Una don't forget say na the same cutlass una don't come back with. Una whole stick. 90 rebels then use for cut we hand. Cut people they hand them. The one the way una the see, we not get hand, they not get foot. Una them bobo the way they na street. Some of una so young, una not even understand. Now rebels then cut their hand them. Now rebels then cut them foot them. It was the rebels who amputated those people. You know, they used to ask long sleeve or short sleeve when they want to amputate. If you say you want short sleeve, they cut you right here. They cut your limb right here. If you say you want short sleeve, long sleeve, they cut you right here. So, una them, bobo that they try to explain to una. Una will not witness the war. What then be they ask if not long sleeve or short sleeve una want or we want. If you say long sleeve, na they cut you. If you say short sleeve, na they cut you. And some of una sometimes una parent they not explain to una. So we were witness and Lord explain to una. I know the war affected each part of Sierra Leone, but it is the event of January 6th that we will never forget. And I was in the midst of that. I be demi do that incident there. Because na Kalbaton, locust, na demi group, new locust. Kisi police barracks, become a man in papa na be policeman. I go police school. And Thunder Hill, all locust, because na that area then they will be there. So, those of you who are saying we are going back to civil war, no, we are not. We're going to continue to pray that we'll never experience what we did I believe if my memory serves me right, from November, December 1998 to January 6, 1999. I was there. I was there when the war started. I was there when it almost ended. Because we fled the country after January 6th. But like I said, that day when they raped that woman and they debating, you know, they used to, women who used to bleach their skin, they used to pour hot water on them. They said now they don't need the cream anymore since they want to bleach. That woman, they will be the bleach. Then they put to a tampon. My brother and sister, they ask, are they beguna? You know, I've said it. If we are not careful, if we do this along party line, tribal line, it is going to be horrible. It's going to be worse than Rwanda, where friends were killing each other. Those who married those who are Nahutu or Tutsis because of hate, because politicians incited those violence. And now we're seeing the same thing repeating itself in Sierra Leone. Man, if they have accused anyone of corruption, anyone of committing a crime, you got to go answer. No one is above the law. Every country has the rules and regulations. They have laws put in place, and nobody is above that law. Everybody knows that. The previous government knows that. The current government knows that. We cannot fight for politicians. We cannot kill each other for politicians. Why? Because politicians, my own belief, not anybody else, are ungrateful people. Politicians are ungrateful. When they want power, they go manipulate with the voters. Them. Some of them, they even sprinkle money pound. Don't go vote for them. Some of them, then they say things that they put with the parties them against each other, the oppositions, with the faith we serve for them. But the moment when they go to power, and they talk both for current and old government, previous government, whatever government is government. Politician is politicians. When politicians then they incite we against each other. When they make them peace, we're not giving they safe. When they're ready to come back together, the opposition and the current government, when they want to come together, they don't care about the people. When they make their peace, they don't care about the people. They don't care about we nothing. They're not even ask with consent. Can we sit and talk with the opposition? Where politicians they want to make peace, my brother and sister, they don't even ask we. I tell you this. Una go sit and they alala na public place. Hey, but they all na party them. Where see they don't done, then they go back because they don't. They know say we the voters them. We might not correct because we don't decide say na this person they support. We not even care if this person a murderer. We not even care if this person don't kill somebody before. We go continue for support that person they ignorantly. I'm not saying don't support anybody. I know they say don't not support anybody, but when they support somebody, Lord use wisdom for do so. Lord ask God. Let God give you the sense for Lord do this. After that rape, they rape another girl. This is the reason why I said, I continue to say that this is my firm belief that I was saved. Me, my family, my son were saved by God Almighty. God Almighty saved us. Because we were in the hands of the rebels throughout to the day January 6th. They were there with us. Some of them even come and sit and eat our food. They will loot from us, take things from us where we don't even have anything to eat. Because the eastern part of Freetown was isolated. No government were there. No politician. But when they want their vote, that is when they know you. When they want their vote, that is when they lie to us. But the moment they got into that state house, the moment they get the power, even if you guys are friends, the moment when you go see them, the pa busy, the mommy busy, uncle busy, auntie busy. That is when they become the busiest people on earth. They want nothing to do with you until the next 5 years. If I'm lying, go read it. That is who politicians are. I'm not supporting nobody. But I'm just saying, law and order need to be followed. We cannot go back to January 6th. We cannot go back to any war. Have you guys seen Rwanda now? How beautiful that country is. If they tell you that that country experienced the most horrific war in their life, in any part of the world, you will not believe it. Why can't we Sierra Leoneans, why we not go make we own country like when Rwanda president don't make in own country? If una don't see Rwanda right now, if una see other man don't make in country, una not going to think say una they go back to war. Una will be holding cutlass now una they forget say them they cut people they hand them, cut people them foot them. We cannot go back to war, my beautiful people. We not go there back. So me Makeni brother and sister, una allow the law for take in course, please. Because the accusation, the money, them politicians, them most of them get their money in an international bank. If they give us some of their money, then they took God. Now they come inside poverty. So my brothers and sisters, I'm going to continue to share what I witnessed, and you can verify it. There are a lot of people in the eastern part of Sierra Leone who experienced the same thing that I experienced. Yes, my beautiful people. It is not written down because there were no reporters. We used to listen to 98.1, I believe, and the rebels will shut it down. If they hear you listening to any radio, you are dead. I'm only sharing the event leading to January 6th because the rebels had already come in Freetown in 1997 and they kicked them out, the Ecomog soldiers did. But this one was around 1998, December to January 6th. That is what I'm sharing. So thank you guys for watching.